Dear students, this is 11th Zoology video class, Chapter 2, Kingdom Animalia, Part 7. Chapter 2, Kingdom Animalia, Part 7. Last video class we have seen phylum Annelida, then phylum Arthropoda. We have seen phylum Arthropoda. We have seen the next topic we are going to see is the one phylum Mollusca. Phylum Mollusca. Just we will take out the phylum Mollusca. Here, this is what we are going to see now. Phylum Mollusca. So this is the second largest animal phylum. Just take your book, underline. Mollusks are terrestrial and aquatic. You know what does it mean? Terrestrial. Land living animal. That is because terrestrial. Aquatic means water living animals. And exhibit organ system level of body organizations. They are bilaterally symmetrical. Example, apple snail. Except univalves, that is examples of apple snail. Univalves means the animal who have only one valves. That is because of univalves. And triploblastic and coelomic animals. Body is covered by calcareous shell. Body is covered by calcareous shells. Which means the shell is made up of calcium and is unsegmented with distinct head. Unsegmented with distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. Visceral hump means the inner humps will be there inside for a bulge like structure. That is because hump, visceral mass. A soft layer of skin forms a mantle over the visceral hump. A soft layer of skins, that is because a mantle over the visceral hump. The space between visceral mass and mantle is called as a mantle cavity, in which number of feathers like gills, that is we call as a ctenidia, or presence, which are respiratory in functions, which are used as a respiratory functions. The digestive system is complete and mouth is containing rasping organs called as a radula. Rasping organs called as a radula with the transverse rows of chitinous teeth for feeding. The sense organs like tentacles, eyes, asperdium, and which means asperdium means to test the purity of water and present in bivalve and gastropods. Those asperdiums is one of the organs used to identify the nature of water, whether that water contains toxic or any other things. For that purpose, these asperdiums use excretory organs are nephridia. That's a open circulatory system seen except for cephalopods such as squids, then cuttlefish and octopus. Blood containing hemocyanin, a copper containing, these are the examples already are seen. Arthropoda. Copper contain respiratory pigments. They are dioecious and oviparous. They lay egg and produce young one. That is because of oviparous. Development is indirect with Wilger larva. That's a modified trochophore larva. Underline one word they'll ask you. Examples: Sapilla, that's a apple snail. Lamillidians, that's some mussels. Pinctada, it's a pearl aster. Sepia, that's a cuttlefish. Loligo, squid. Octopus, it's a devilfish. So these are the examples of this one. You can find the image of this mollusca, pilla, octopus, and squid and oyster. Examples of mollusca. And the next is the one Phylum Echinodermata. Next topic is the one phylum Echinodermata. It's a Greek word. Echinos means spiny, a thorn-like structures. Dermis means skin. These all echinoderms are marine animals. The adults are radially symmetrical. Adults are radially symmetrical, but they are but larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. They radially by here they say here radially symmetrical. Adults are radially symmetrical, but here the larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. Adult are radially symmetrical. Larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. The important one word they'll ask you. These animals have mesodermal endoskeletons of calcareous ossicles. They have mesodermal endoskeletons that's made up of calcareous ossicles. Hence, the name Echinodermata comes. They are exclusively marine with organ system. The most distinctive features of Echinodermata is the presence of water vascular systems or ambulacral. Ambulacral, important one word, ambulacral systems with the tube feet or podia, which helps in locomotions, the capture and transport of food and respirations. The digestive system is complete with mouth on ventral side and anus and dorsal side. Ventral side bottom, dorsal side means on top. Excretory organs are absent. You know what does it mean by excretory organs? Used to send out the waste. That is because excretory organ systems it's absent. The nervous system and the sensory organs are poorly developed. Poorly developed, and the circulatory system is open type without heart and blood vessels. The sexes are separate. Reproduction is sexual and fertilization is external. Development is indirect with the free swimming bilaterally symmetrical larval forms. So development is indirect, it's a free swimming and they are bilaterally symmetrical in larval forms. Larval form they are bilaterally symmetrical already we have seen. Some echinoderms exhibits autotomy with a remarkable power of regeneration. Some of the echinodermata exhibits autotomy which they can regenerate. The last parts can be grown fully, that is because regeneration. Example starfish. The examples of this one Asteria starfish, a sea star, Echinus that's a sea urchin, Antedons that's a sea lily, and Cucumaria it's a sea cucumber, Opura it's a brittle star. So these are the image you can find: starfish, brittle star, and sea cucumber, sea urchin. So these are the examples of Echinodermata. You can go through this image. Next one is the one phylum Hemichordata. Phylum Hemichordata. What is mean by hemi means half. Hemi means half. Yeah, that's a Greek word. Hemi means half. Chordata means string-like structures. Hemichordates were earlier treated as a subphylum of Chordata. So this hemichordate earlier was said to be as a subphylum of Chordata or Prochordata. They are now regarded to be an independent phylum of invertebrates close to Echinodermata. Earlier this Echinodermata, earlier this Hemichordata or subphylum of Chordata, now it has independent phylum of invertebrates close to Echinodermata. The animals of this group possesses the characters of invertebrates as well as the chordates. So these animals they have characters of invertebrates also, and then chordates also. Invertebrates means without backbone, that is we are saying invertebrates. The chordate means they have sting-like structures in their body, that is we call the chordates. So this phylum consists of a small group worm-like as well as soft marine animals, mostly tuberculous and commonly called as acorn worms or tongue worms. So tuberculous means these worms they can burrow in the soil, that is because of tuberculous, and that is because of acorn worms or tongue worm. They'll ask you what is acorn worm, what is tongue worm. Important to mark this, mark it out. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploplastic and coelomate animals with organ system level of organizations. Their body is cylindrical, divided into three regions, that is anterior proboscis, a short collar, and long trunk. So these are the three parts. The circular system is a simple and open lacunae type with a dorsal heart. So open type, what they say. Respiration is through paired gill slits, open into pharynx. The excretion is by a single proboscis gland or glomerulus situated in the proboscis. Nervous system is primitive. Sexes are separate. They exhibit sexual mode of reproductions. Fertilization is external, and development of development is indirect with a free swimming Turnaria larva. Turnaria larva. Important underline. And this is the examples of hemichordata balano glasses. You can go through this diagram. It's there in your picture. It's there in your textbook. The next topic is the one phylum chordata. So chordata means, as I told earlier, sting-like structures. It is the largest phylum with the most familiar group of animals such as fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Less known forms such as lanceolate, it's Amphioxus, and tunicates, that's Ascidians. Underline. Lanceolates means Amphioxus, that's a type of animals. The tunicates means Ascidians. All chordates possess three fundamental features of their life cycle. So these are the general characters of chordata structure. So the chordata, whoever undercomes the chordata classification, they have these are the parts. So muscle segments, three parts, major parts. One is a notochord. Here, can you find this notochord and nerve cord? So here below that one we call as a nerve cord. Can you see? First one is the one nerve cord, yellow color we call as a nerve cord, and below that yellow color we call as a notochord, and below that notochords you can find pharyngeal glyphs as a or digestive segments, or that is because of digestive segments only. Digestive systems, we can say, from mouth, pharyngeal gill slits, anus. So these are the digestive systems. These three major parts must be there in chordates. That's a typical chordata structures. So we'll see one by one. First we'll see presence of notochords. So the first one, you can write on a textbook also, presence of notochords. The presence of elongated rod-like structures, that is because of notochord. You can find notochord. Can you see here? The second middle part of below the dorsal, below that yellow color, that is a dorsal hole and nerve cord. Below that one, there is a notochords are there. It's a rod-like notochord below the nerve cord. So the notochord presence below the nerve cord and alimentary canal and above the alimentary canal. So here this notochord presence below the nerve cord and alimentary canal means the digestive system only because of alimentary canal. This is a red color, the red colored one above the alimentary canal. It serves as a primitive internal skeletons. It may persist throughout life or lancets and lamprey. So this may persist. This may have persist means what? Have. Which one have the sting like structures? This notochord may have throughout life. In adult vertebrates, it may be partially or completely replaced by backbones. So in adult one, this notochords may be partially means half of things will be there or completely replaced. So that notochords can be replaced by as a backbone or vertebral columns as they grow higher and higher. The next explanation is the one, the nerve cord. You can find the nerve cord. There's a dorsal hollow tubular fluids fitted tubular fluids filled nerve cords. So these nerve cords lie above the notochords. Can you see here? This is the nerve cord, yellow color structure lined one. That is because a nerve cord. They lie or presence above the notochord and below the dorsal body wall. Can you find? You understand? And it serves as integrate and coordinates body functions. The higher chordates anterior end of nerve cords gets enlarged to form the brain, and posterior parts become as a spinal cord protected inside the vertebral columns. The next topic is the one presence of pharyngeal gill slits. Here, this is the one digestive or alimentary canal. In that one, the presence of pharyngeal gill slits are there. Or we can also call as a cleft in all chordates at some stages of the life cycle. So it is a series of gill slits. Continuously, can you find the gill slits? Continuously, you can find the gill slits in the anterior regions of the body, or cleft that perforates the walls of pharynx appears during the development of every chordate. The development of every chordate appears in aquatic forms. The pharyngeal gill slits are vascular. Lamellar means plate-like structures and forms the gills for respirations. Gills for respirations. And in terrestrial chordates, trace the non-functional gill slits appear during embryonic development stage and disappear later. Besides above said features, chordates are bilateral symmetrical and diploplastic coelomates. Here, these are the things so far we are seeing it. Presence of elongations, and this is the one. And presence of pharyngeal gill slits, we are seeing it. Here, this is the one. Gill slits, cleft perforator wall of the pharynx. Here, below that we are seeing in this one. Bilateral symmetrical, triploplastic, coelomates with organ system level of organizations. They possess post and tail. Closed circular systems with the ventral myogenic heart except amphiaxis. Just go through whatever we have discussed today. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Okay, bye. Take care.